Welcome back to the cellar. We've got the battle of the Trappists. Rochefort 6 versus Chimay White Cap. So yeah, we're going to do some Belgian beers. Unlike the German beers, I have the correct glassware for all of these. So yeah, these are Trappist beers. What does that mean? This means they're made by monks in monasteries. They still are made by monks from the 16th century. Any profit that's made from them goes back to the monastery or it goes to charity. We'll do a taste comparison. So we'll do the White Cap first from Chimay. This is 8%. They only started making this in 1966. So this is the youngest of all the Chimays. I've got a terrible feeling that the yeast they use in German beers are used in a lot of Belgian beers. So I think we may get some comparisons. We may get some crossovers into this. We shall see. The best thing we can do is get it open and get it in a glass. So yeah, we're going over the Chimay first. He says, okay, I found the bottle opener. So in we go. Again. Right, let's get this one out of the way for a second. So yeah, we've got the proper Chimay glass. No idea what to expect in colour. I said, I don't think I've ever had this one. I've had the blue and used the red one years ago. So let's just pour. Nice and blonde. Quite a dark blonde. I'm not going to put it all in straight away. So this is the correct glass. We've got quite a bit of carbonation from the widget. Should we just fill it up and make it look proper? There we go. So I said this is a Trappist beer. There are only 11 Trappist beers in the whole world. This is one of them, which must mean this is another one. So yeah, nice big head. Again, the lights deceive you. It looks white to you. I can assure you it's quite my favourite colour. Beige. Yeah, it's very beige. And again, the carbonation's still there, but it calmed down a very little bit. But yeah, what a great glass. Belgians are very proud of having all the glasses. We've got about 15 different Belgian beers here. All have glass in front. And they've got here. Oh, let's trap this one. Let's give it a smell. There's the clove. Not as strong in smell as the Weiss beer or the Weizenbock. And I didn't mind the Weiss beer. In the end, the Weizenbock was just wow. So all I get is clove. All I get is clove. A bit like the Weiss and the Weizenbock, I don't get banana or all that other. So there's only one thing to do, is to say chin chin. There is a fruitiness to it. Like a soft fruitiness. I don't know what it is. It's not apple. And it's quite dry as well. It's got an almost Pilsner kind of dry crispness about it, which is lovely. Like I said, 8%. I'm going to make sure I've got everything out of the bottle. I'm going to give it another little is. Again, nice big head retention. Loving it. Loving the glass. Okay, the cloves falling away now. Still there in the background, but not massive. All right, let's go have a little sip again. Okay, that's changed slightly. It's kind of spicy. I've tried that. That's lovely. Let's put it here. Okay, so we're going to go for the Trappist Rochefort. This is the 6. This one is 7.5%. 33 PLs or 330 mils in the UK. This is 7.5%. Best served between 12 and 14. This is an authentic Trappist product. It says just there. Again, focus, but trust me. This one is Rochefort. It's a double rather than a triple. The Chimay is a triple. This is a double. I'm going to open it up. Again, we've just got, literally just says Rochefort Trappist 6 on top. We've got a beautiful glass. One of my favourite glasses. Just beautiful. I've been here 18 months and still no one's nicked any of these Belgian beer glasses. So, yeah, that's quite surprising. Now, I don't know how to pour this. I'm going to try and pour it slowly, I reckon. Like this. Okay, this is a bit darker. This is a lot darker. If you show the Chimay's quite golden compared to that. But this is dark. Brewed to the dark side. So this one is only brewed a few times a year. Again, still by monks since the 16th century. So this one's not always readily available. This is very much like a one-off. Let's get it all in there. It should all fit in perfectly. And that, my friends, is beautiful. Look at that. There's literally no carbonation. It's quite hazy. But again, the glass is just beautiful. So let's have a smell. There's that spiciness about it that I said that the Chimay had. There's definite spiciness to it. I don't know whether it's a yeast, sorry, or it's the way that Trappist brew their beer. I don't know enough about them. This is probably the first time I've ever had this. Chimay, I've not had the white, but I've had the red and the blue before. We used to sell the blue. I think I swapped it out for the white because more people asked for the whites, obviously, because they want the strong one. But yeah, do you know what it is? It's sticky toffee pudding. So I'm just going to try it. I'm going to go for the taste and see if sweet, malty, sticky toffee pudding comes through. So chin chin. Yeah, really sweet. Sugary sweet. Brown sugary sweet. Caramel rather than toffee. Again, I did the last few German beers I did, the Bock and the Mars, and I said, well, winter beers, great by a fire, great when it's cold. I think this fits into that category. Yeah, like caramel, brown sugar. Let's take another sip, and it will be a sip because this stuff's 7.5%. Yeah, it's that light brown sugar, caramel. That goes down like silk. Again, I said about the Weizenbock and the Bock both went down like velvet. This is really dangerous. So don't get me wrong, there's punches and punches that tells you it's 7.5. There's no messing about. It's not like the Weizenbock that I could have drunk all day long. Well, I couldn't. It's 7.2. This tells you it's 7.5. This tells you it's 8%. How does anyone go out in Belgium? How do you go out? What's your session ales? Are they fruit beers? Because the fruit beers are all 3-4%. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is what we call a nightcap in the UK. You go out, have fruit beers, one of those to finish with, because you couldn't have more than one or two of those. Could you? Do you drink Trappist beers? Let me know. Put in the comments. What's your Trappist beer? Have you had this one? Have you had the Chimay? This is, yeah, to me, this is a winter beer. This is a sat on the fire beer. This would be beautiful. Upstairs again, beautiful fire on, nice and warm, dark and rainy outside. Oh, all nice and warm. This would warm you right up. If Chimay is sharp and bitter, which it is, this is soft and subtle. So that's it. That was my Chimay versus Rochefort 6. And if I had to pick one that I'd drink again, it would be the Rochefort 6. The Chimay is lovely, but it's very, very, very strong. This, you could have one or two. It's warm, it's welcoming, it'll give you a big hug. It's got those wintry feelings, that sticky toffee pudding feeling. That is Trappist Rochefort, and that would be my choice out of these two. Okay, so Rochefort wins it for me today. On another day, it might well be this. We stock both of these at the pub. Why don't you come down with the correct glassware, tell me what your favourite is. And next up, Vestmaal versus La Trappe. It doesn't get any easier. Chin chin, stay safe, see you later.